G'day! In today's video I'm opening up an original Xbox, OG Xbox. And the reason why I'm opening this one up is the disk drive isn't reading. So I want to open it up and find out if I can just give it a clean with alcohol, hopefully get it going again, and to see if this has potentially been mod chipped. I've got a T15 head here, and compared to most modern consoles, this is going to be very basic to get apart. You have the two hidden screws under here that, as you can see, have already been punctured. So for me to get in is quite straightforward. Then under these feet, if we lift them up slightly, we'll be able to access some more of the screws that are of the same length. So funnily enough, to get into here, we have to remove 6 screws, and once they're removed, we're in. And that removed, should be able to flip it over and lift up. And we are in. And as you can see, this is probably foreign to quite a few people. That there is an IDE cable. Predates SATA. We also have that size capacity Seagate drive over here. Can't read it from the angle that I'm on. Where are we? I'm assuming it's only about a 10 gig drive, which is usually what they were on this model. Next up, we use a different screw here. Actually not sure what this one's called. Bought it for the Xboxes originally. Another screw down the front. Down here. 2 screws removed. With those 2 removed, should be able to take out the disk drive, or one of these first. I can't remember which one it was. Got one more screw hidden down the front here. Go there, undo that one. And now we should be able to leave. I'm going to leave the power cable connected. I'm just going to fold it out of the way. Like so. And then we'll take this out the back for a dust blowout. Ugh, delicious. Fold that over here. This one here I'm going to lift up. Fold, and this one has had a fan installed. Slightly different revision to the last one that I opened. It just had a larger cooler down here. Unplug power from the disk drive, which is a Thompson variety. Unplugged it from over there. Pull this out from over here. This is a Thomson DVD drive from 2016. Put this off to the side. There we go, one dust blowout. Granted, being smoker's dust, it doesn't really want to leave that easily. So not all of it has left. I'll put this aside for now. What I want to have a look at now is the Thompson drive. Take it out of the brackets. Front shielding falls off, that's fine. This is held together a bit different to the Samsung drive I had apart. Looks like we have a couple of screws down here, Phillips head. What I'm hoping to do is get to the laser itself and determine A, how much dust has been in here, and B, if I can give it a clean with some isopropyl alcohol. Lift this up. There. And as you can see there, we are filthy. That is one disgusting looking motor. The shiny bit is where I just put my finger. So. It's not the healthiest looking thing at all. Now what I want to do from here is drop a single drop of isopropyl alcohol on the lens here, like that. Then I want to give it a clean. So what I'm going to do is put the cloth over here and just do a small circle, going around in circles there. I've had a little bit of luck doing this on Xbox 360 lenses. I haven't really had too many PS4s that have needed or PS3s. I'm curious to see if that will help with the OG Xbox. Now, even looking on the inside here, you can see where that disc has been spinning. Delicious. So now with that cleaned out of the way, I want to put this back in. Looks like it slots in here, pushes down. Latch over there. Not quite latching. There we go. 2 screws back in. And luckily I should be able to bench test this purely because it's really, once this is reconnected back up, the 6 screws in the cover don't have to go back on to access all the buttons, unlike most modern consoles where you need to proceed and put together about 20 plus screws to be able to retest it. This one is not that case. From what I've also been reading, I can also swap out between Xboxes the drives themselves. Apparently they spin backwards and a few other different little weird firmware things, and how they're powered is slightly different. So you can't really, you could potentially hack and modify a desktop IDE drive to work on here. But then I've currently got another few others floating around. I'll just test them out. So what I want to do from here now is put this back into the console and try out my little test disc that I've got here, which funnily enough, the test disc is Halo 2. I think I'm going to get some Halo 1, original Halo 1. There we go, connected, connected. Put that aside, grab the console back, put it down, move these ones out of the way, fold that out of the way here, fold it over here, push that into there, push that in, drop that back in. Connected, connected, connected. Fold this back over. Line it up. I think I've put that around the wrong way. Oh, we're good. Power's still connected down here. I want to push the IDE cable back into position. And now I want to quickly test this up, hook this up, and give it a test. Do you remember? Error code 11. Disk drive is not connected or powered, or hard drive is not connected. As you can see, I've forgotten to do the disk drive. Let's change that. And after the clean, we have a fairly noisy drive, but we are loading up my test disk. The Halo 2 multiplayer, the sound seems to be playing fine, so I'm going to assume it's all good. If we go exclusive trailers, what comes up? Behind the scenes. As you can hear from here. Fairly crunchy, fairly rattly, fairly slow to load. I am hearing audio. Oh, there we go. I don't know what the playback of this is going to be like. That seems to be alright. So hopefully this is one repaired Xbox. Let's get this back together. Well, actually, I'm going to swap that into one that's potentially could be mod chipped. So I've just moved the drive into another Xbox I've got floating around, and this particular one has a Super Aladdin, or Aladdin Super mod chip installed in it. I can't quite see down here, but there is one in there. And I thought, well, this one has more potential than the other one. I'll put it into here. So I swapped out the Samsung drive that was originally in this one, which is this drive here. Connects up basically identically. And let's proceed to put this all back together. So I'm gonna put those 3 screws back in once more. There was 1 screw down the front down here. Another one on the side over here. And this one just here. So funnily enough, that's all we really need to do for here. And next up, put the top cover back on. Should be able to spin this around, line it up, drop it down. Should interconnect. Should. There we go. Now we are reconnected. Spin that around. Curious if that place is still functioning. Back in 04. Just dropping these in to begin with, just to make sure that they do actually go all the way through. So far, seems to be fine. There we go. I'll switch back to my other one. Screw them in. Go. I do like how simplistic something like this is, where it's so far taken out 6 screws to get into it, and then from there 3 more screws to get to the hard drive, get to a disk drive. All nice and straightforward. Brilliant. Yeah. So hopefully that lens can hold up for a little bit longer now that it's been cleaned. Time will tell in the end though, but also looking at its last opened in 04, potentially modded in 04 going by that, and the manufacturing date over here in late 2002. Having a lens cleaned, what are we now? Probably over 15 years later. Wait, that math doesn't check out. Over 21 years later, hopefully keeps this going for a little bit longer. Anyway, that's the OG Xbox and a clean of the Thompson drive. Bye.